Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Victoria and this channel is a safe and cozy space for artists where we can exchange and share our thoughts and ideas about creativity and art and do it in a nice and gentle way. That's what it's all about. Today I want to talk about the mistakes I made while pursuing an art career so that you don't make the same mistakes and it goes better for you. So back in 2023, I dedicated the entire year to pursuing an art career. I wanted to be an independent artist, meaning that I didn't want to rely on clients' work as much as on my own income streams. So I set up various income streams. I grew my Instagram audience. I had a YouTube channel. I still have it, but I was really consistent back then. I also opened my own Etsy shop and started selling digital products there. And I created my own course about drawing cartoony stickers of yourself. I also did some client work. It included personal commissions and some commercial ones for book covers. That wasn't all done in 1 year. I'm telling you the main things that I was doing, but some of those things, like a YouTube channel and my audience, I had been growing long before that. As you can guess by the title of this video, that didn't work out that well. I don't think I failed completely, but I just failed to make it sustainable for myself and for my routine. So I'm gonna share the biggest mistakes that I made in pursuing an art career so that you don't make the same ones. My mistake number one is not having enough rest and not taking breaks. So my mistake was that I would work all the time. It didn't matter whether it was evening or weekend, because I considered art as something I enjoyed, as my hobby, so why wouldn't I do it all the time, right? But the problem is that when you decide to make art or any creative activity your job and a source of income, you really need to set boundaries just as you would with any other job. You should stop working at a certain hour, have a normal weekend or at least 1 day off a week, and also separate your drawing for work and your drawing for fun time if possible. For example, maybe you only draw for work during the day, in the morning and afternoon, and draw for fun in the evenings. You can also try to switch places if possible, have a dedicated workspace for yourself, and draw for fun in other places. For me, it's not quite possible. I have very limited space. If you can do it, that will be perfect. Mistake number two is not having other hobbies. You need to have other hobbies. I know art might be the thing that you enjoy most of all, and nothing comes even close in terms of bringing you joy. But hear me out, you have to switch activities to prevent burnout. Think about this, if you can't draw for some reason, what are you going to do in your free time? I learned it the hard way when I couldn't and didn't want to draw whatsoever. I found it really difficult to find other activities that I could enjoy doing because there was nothing else that I used to do other than art in my free time. So that was pretty challenging because my one and only hobby used to be drawing. So that was a huge mistake. Now I'm really mindful about this and I started doing new activities to switch from my creative side of the brain. I started attending dance classes. I also work out regularly. It makes me feel much better. As a result, I go out much more and meet more people, which is really beneficial for my mental health. You need to have some unwinding routine, some time when you don't think about art, because life is much more than art. My third mistake was not having a full-time job. I used to work as a visual designer full-time for a company, and I got laid off in January 2023. And after that happened, I decided not to look for another job and instead focus only on my art career. So basically I jumped right in, and that was a huge mistake because not only did I not make enough money to support myself, I also did it so early on when my career hadn't taken off yet. The general advice I see is to keep your 9 to 5 or at least have a part-time job while you're slowly working and building up your art career, and I couldn't agree more. I regret not having listened to this advice. My mistake number 4 is putting too much pressure on myself. I think creativity doesn't really like pressure, and because now I was forced to make income from my art, I didn't feel like I deserved to take any breaks or weekends off. So I put a lot of pressure to achieve success. And even though it was going quite well, it was just the beginning of the process. And I put so much pressure on myself that to make money then and there. And it was impossible because growing any business takes a lot of time, and art career is not an exception. You really need to be patient with yourself. And that's why my previous mistake was leaving a full-time job. So of course, when you don't have it, you will naturally put a lot of pressure on yourself and your art, which will eventually lead to art block and burnout. And mistake number 5, caring only about the final result. Not enjoying the process and caring only about the final result, only posting your art on Instagram or releasing new videos, new products. That takes away all the pleasure from art. So now I want to enjoy the moment and focus on the process and the journey of building my art business slowly but steadily, and for it not to be the only thing that supports me. Because the moment you stop enjoying the process, your journey, that's when it becomes a chore and you will get stuck eventually. So these are all the mistakes that I wanted to talk to you about. Let me know if you made any of them yourself or any other mistakes you would like to share with the art community so that we learn from each other and don't make the same mistakes. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel and leave a comment down below about the mistakes you made as an artist. So thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next videos. Bye guys!